Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Meadowlands Racetrack here on Saturday night. It is September the 23rd, 2017. Gonna look at all the races on today's program from the Meadowlands, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. So let's get on to it. 6 all-turf races from the Meadowlands. The first race from the Meadowlands is a claim race per $16,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Number 1-2 races here. Field of 14 horses, but only 12 could go. The distance of ground here of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the turf course. Rail's going to be set at 0 feet from its regular position, so there's no rail up. My top pick in this one, I like the number 8 horse here, number 8 Perp. I'm going to go 8-2-11-5 in the superfecta. 8-2-11-5 super. My top pick, number 8 Perp. Carlos Hernandez is in the saddle. This horse is 3-1. Most recently, this horse had a start 20th of August at Monmouth, mile 16th. And claiming 16. Horse finished 6th by 5 lengths that day. Was way out of it most of the race. And just had nothing. It just wasn't his day to win. He's been stepping down the class ladder all of his starts since he began. He's dropping down to a claiming 10 today, which I think is going to be the right thing for this horse. He could sit a little bit closer today, and I think he'll run a little bit better. But start 4 at Monmouth, 5.5 furlongs on the turf course, July 29th, and claiming 25. Horse finished 3rd by 5 lengths. He closed up well at the end, just missed, but it wasn't a half-head 3rd place finish. And then at Monmouth, 5 furlongs, July 9th, 5 furlongs, claiming 25. Horse finished 2nd by 1.75 lengths. First start off the layoff, this horse broke nearly on top that day, but then went back a little bit, closed up a little bit at the end, just missed, but it wasn't a half bad run off the layoff. His only win came in the main 50 at Gulfstream Park last December the 9th. 1 mile main 50, horse won by neck, quickened up nicely. It was an all-around great race. I think getting the mile today with a step down class, I think this horse will run a big one, so he'll be my top pick here today. So to recap my bets for the first on the Meadowlands, going to go with the 8 horse Perp. I'm going to go 8-2-11-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 2 for the Meadowlands. Second race is a main claim race, purse $14,000. It's for maidens, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Field of 14 horses, only 12 could go though. The distance of ground here of 1,700 meters or 1.116 on the turf course. 1,700 meters, mile 16th. Top pick in this one, I like the number 1 horse, number 1 Data Room. I'm gonna go 1-8-10-6 in the superfecta, 1-8-10-6 super. Top pick, number 1 Data Room, a single in the multi-race wager for me. Even money. Nick Juarez is on this Chad Brown train 3-0 colt out of Union Rags. Most recently, this horse start at the spot, Saratoga, mile 16th, August 27th, and Main 75. Horse finished 5th by 2.25 lengths. Closed up a tiny bit at the end, but had a traffic trouble trip, was very wide. He had to steady a few times, was making a very big step down in class from a maiden 75,000 to a maiden 16,000. So, he should do well. Start before that race was off the layoff also. Start before the 18th of May at Belmont, 1 mile maiden 75. Horse finished 4th by 4.5 lengths that day. He closed up a tiny bit at the end as a 90 cents to the dollar favorite, but it wasn't a lot to win. And plus that was the horse's first start since February the 19th. That came at Gulfstream Park, mile 16th, main special weight 38. Horse finished 4th by 3.5 lengths. Again, he closed up a little bit at the end, but it wasn't a lot to win. He's stepping down to the lowest he's ever been. I think he'll run a big one here today, so he'll be my top pick. So to recap my bets for the second for the Meadowlands, gonna go with the 1 horse Data Room. I'm gonna go 1-8-10-6 in the superfecta. To race number 3 now for the Meadowlands. The third race is a claiming race, purse $15,000. It's for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Number 1-2 races here. Field of 14 horses, but only 12 could go. The distance of ground here, 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the Meadowlands turf course. Keep in mind the rail's at 0 feet. Top pick on this one, I like the number 3 horse, number 3 who is Flashy Val. I'm going to go 3-11-6-10 in the superfecta, 3-11-6-10 super. Top pick number 3, Flashy Val. 4-1, Carlos Hernandez is on this 4-year-old filly by R.T. Schiller, who's by El Prato. Most recently, his horse had a start on the 9th of September at Monmouth, 5 runs and claiming 75. Horse finished 3rd by 4.5 lengths that day. This horse went to the lead shortly after the break, and he set the pace most of the race, got caught right before the wire. He has to slow it down today if he wants to win. The Meadowlands is a speed favoring race course, so he has the advantage here. And when you win at the Meadowlands going in the turf sprints, you usually win by quite a lot. And it's like an accelerator if for the horses. And looking over his running line, he has the speed to win, and he's run some tough races in the past. But start before that, in September the 9th race came on September the 2nd at Monmouth. 5 furlongs claiming 30. He finished 5th by 6 lengths that day. He just chased that day most of the race, couldn't catch the winner. He chased to start before 5 furlongs at Monmouth and going a mile at Monmouth on July 23rd and claiming 16. He finished 9th by 18 and quarter lengths. He set the pace and then really hit the wall. It wasn't his day to win. He's stepping down to the claiming 75 again. Speed favoring horse, speed favoring racetrack. Against nobody. I think I'll run a big one, so watch out for this one today. So to recap my bets for the third from the Meadowlands, gonna go with the 3-horse Flashy Vow. I'm gonna go 3-11, 6-10 in the superfecta. To race number 4 now from the Meadowlands. The 4th race is a claiming race purse $18,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards, number 1 through races here. Field of 14 horses, but only again 12 could go. The distance of ground here of 1 mile and 1/16, or the 1,700-meter trip on the turf course. Like giving out the meters for the international viewers. And my top pick in this one, I like the number 4 horse here, number 4 Steamboat Bill. I'm going to go 4-8-2-6 in the superfecta. 4-8-2-6 super. Top pick number 4 Steamboat Bill. 3-1 Dylan Davis is on the scary contested train 4-year-old filly by Sky Mesa. Most recently, his horse had a start on the 16th of September at Belmont, 1 mile claiming 35. Horse finished 9th by 5.5 lengths. Was way out of it most of the race. It just wasn't his day to win. Stepping down to a maiden, a claiming 10 from a claiming 35, and I think that big drop down clash would really help this one. But start before at Saratoga, Mount 8th, claiming 35. Horse finished 6th by 3 3/4 lengths. Was with the leaders early on, then really had to roll. That was a very tough claim race. It just wasn't his day to win. And then Saratoga, August 6th, mile 16th inner turf course, on the outer turf course, and claiming 4th and claiming 40,000. Horse won by neck, was on bleed almost all throughout. Weakened a little bit at the end, but he just had enough to win. An all-around great race for this horse. He's a speed favoring horse if he wants to use the speed today. I think he will. 3-1. I know it's not the best price, but you're going to have to take it. He's a single in the multi-race for me. So to recap my bets for the 4th from the Meadowlands, going to go with the 4-horse Steamboat Bill. I'm going to go 4-8-2-6 in the 4th from the Meadowlands. So now let's get on to race number 5. The 5th race from the Big M is a allowance optional claimer purse, $30,000. It's for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Number 1, a race of main claim starter or state bred, restricted race, or it's number 1, 2 races, or a claim price of $16,000. Field of 9 horses here going the distance of ground of 1,000 meters, or 5 furlongs on the Meadowlands lawn. 5 furlongs, 1,000 meters. Top pick in this one, I like the number 8 horse, number 8 Irish Defense. I'm going to go 8-4-9-5 in the superfecta, 8-4-9-5 super. Top pick number 8 Irish Defense. 3-1 Krista Carlos on this Grand Motion train, 4-year-old filly by First Defense. Most recently, his horse had start the 4th of September at Monmouth, 6 furlongs and optional 20 claimer. Horse finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths. Set the pace early on, then kind of hit the wall. Just wasn't her day to win. Before that at Monmouth, 6 furlongs July 30th in the J.J. Riley handicap. Horse finished 7th by 19 lengths. A tough field. This horse just was chasing most of the race and really weakened out of it. And then optional 30 claimer at Monmouth, 6 furlongs June the 16th. Horse went by 5 lengths. On a lead all throughout. Kept opening up an easy race. She's making her turf debut today. I think she should get the turf very well. And, she's a speed favoring horse. Watch out for this one here today. And I'll single her again in the multi-race. I have 3 singles on the cards from the Meadowlands. So to recap my bets for the 5th from the Meadowlands, gonna go with the 8 horse Irish Defense. I'm gonna go 8-4-9-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 6 from the Meadowlands. Final race on tonight's program. The 6th race is a claim race per $17,000. It's for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Number 1, 2 races here. Field of 14 horses, but again, only 12 could go. The distance of ground here of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the turf course. 1,600 meters, a mile. Top pick in this one, I like the number 4 horse. Number 4, Ellostrom, whatever. I'm gonna go 410 8-2 in the superfecta. 410 8-2 super. Top pick number 4, Ellostorm. 6-1 Kevin Mendez is on this Gabriel Goodwin train. 4-year filly by Indigo Shiner. He gets to a bit of a weight break of only 110 pounds here today with the 7-pound apprentice bug rider up, so I think that's a good weight. But most recently, his horse has been starting up here in New York at Belmont, mile 16th Widener Turf Course last Saturday at Belmont and claiming 40. Horse finished ninth by 5.5 lengths, set the pace early on, and then kind of gave away going into the quarter pole. Wasn't his day to win, but I think coming with a quick turnaround on a speed favoring racetrack facing nobodies today, I think I'll run a little bit better. But start for at Saratoga, mile 316, center turf course, opposite 25 claimer. Horse finished 10th by 8.5 lengths. That was a very tough race that day against the state breds. He set the pace early on, then really weakened out of it. Wasn't his day to win. And then a mom at the 1 mile, August 4th, and claiming 35. Horse finished second by a neck. Set the pace most of the race. Got caught right before the wire, but ran a decent second place finish at 49-1, nearly 50-1 that day. I think he's a speed favoring horse, speed favoring race course. I think this horse will run a big one, so watch out for him here today. So to recap my bets for the 6th from the Meadowlands, I'm going to go with the 4-horse Ellostorm. I'm going to go 410 8-2 in this superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.